Hi, can you hear me? Hi guys, can you hear me? I can't hear you all, but I'm unmuted. Hi, yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you able to turn on your video?
No, not right now.
Okay, it's part of the committee rules that the video is on, so when the meeting starts, if you're
Okay,
able.
got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
See it again.
Yeah.
So much stuff. I mean, no wonder he was the.
Okay, I'm gonna put us off of mute until the meeting starts.
Hi, guys. I think Rudy's in the waiting room.
You should rename him so he's not sure.
Let's see.
Should be.
I'll give
There it is
him
right there.
permission to also for him to rename himself.
I said, but he's probably driving, so
Oh,
right there. Up, 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 up.
I have to go to the keyboard.
Oh, I thought he was working up this computer.
Oh, no, that's my personal laptop.
He's online?
He's on his way here, I think.
Oh.
I tried.
We will need him for a quorum until Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Addition and deletions, I need to add the.
Do you hear us, Rudy? You're on mute right now.
Rudy, you're on mute. There he is.
I know. Sorry, guys. I was trying to send. Okay. Did you rename me already, Isabella?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. Thanks. I wanted to make sure that was I was trying to figure it out was on my end to make sure. What did you rename me to? Oh, there we go, Rudy. Awesome. Beautiful. Thanks. Thank you, Javi. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy hump day.
This is my second meeting tonight. Don't make this.
The what?
Oh, there's.
Yo, we have form.
Okay.
You want to call to order or?
Rudy's on in the car right now,
Oh.
so we don't have our vice chair here. So are you okay running the meeting virtually, Rudy, or do you want?
Can have Mario do that. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. In the meantime,
Okay.
I don't want to just trying to go back at the agenda back and forth. If you're okay, Mario, I appreciate it. I should be there shortly, anyways. But
I'll call this meeting to order at 7:44. Roll call. Felicia,
Present.
Frank,
Present.
Secretary Hamlin's not here.
He's
Javier
on Zoom.
Archel, perfect.
Remember to turn your camera on.
I'm here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Javier's here. Jesus Mendoza,
No.
no. Juan here. And Rudy and Mark, perfect. Order of business deferrals, additions or deletions.
I have an addition.
You have an addition, okay.
New business, I would like to add AC. Culinary bike ride.
So you want
instead.
C to new business?
Yes, culinary bike ride.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
All right, so new business C. Any other deferrals, additions, or deletions?
Do we have the HOA
What was that?
What?
Sorry, you broke up.
quarterly meetings on the agenda?
And
Yes, we do. We have it there.
Okay, perfect.
Are you able to take minutes since you're in the car, it looks like, Helen?
I'm in the passenger seat, so I'm able to jot some down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
That's what she
If you guys
said.
don't mind, giving me a second if someone can take it for like the next minute while I get a pen. That's all I need.
Okay, so far it's been one motion.
One motion.
Okay.
Okay, no other deferrals, additions, or deletions? The non-public comments.
None.
No public comments. Okay. Approval of minutes. Let's take a look at last meeting was August.
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
And then it's approved. Town staff updates.
Well, my main update's really with Aiden Perry, but that's already on the agenda, so that can wait till.
It's on to old business. Old business A, ways to beautify under the palmetto. Estrada, any updates on that?
So I did review the master beautification plan, and I couldn't find anything explicitly saying what we had discussed in our meetings in the plan that the council agreed to add to it the day that we asked them to add to it. There was some mention of LED lighting, but not to the extent that we had asked for.
I do recall that they are doing some construction there. They're putting a new road.
No, I think they're doing something with the barrier, but or on the median, but yes, they are doing construction there. We were told to maintain a holding pattern until that construction completed,
Okay.
but I still don't think that the master beautification plan.
There's nothing on the master beautification plan of that, on that.
Correct.
Good to know. Okay, moving on to old business B. And Perry here, life drainage.
So I was kind of chatting with some of you before the meeting started, but our handyman has started to install the Aiden Perry project this week. So the locations have been marked. And we have all the materials needed to get the signs and wooden post up. So once we have that finalized, then they'll give us the information about where in Port Everglades we can actually pick up the rigs. I know. Then we'll be closer to finalizing this project for the 10 locations. So that's where
Are we doing like a formal event? Or is that something we should decide like tonight?
well, I think you guys kind of mentioned it at your last meeting to do some type of ceremony or something, so you can definitely.
We
Yeah.
said we were gonna invite her as well,
Mhm.
so. But we can't have a date yet, because we don't know when they're
Right.
gonna get installed.
Mhm.
So what installation?
Okay.
Then?
Just a wooden.
The wooden,
Oh.
where the, rings go in, yeah,
Apparently, we don't have all the poles set up and ready to go, they won't give us the light.
right, exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
And are we still paying extra for like getting them, or is the town paying for this?
To pick them up or just to get them?
Yeah, to pick them up. Wasn't there like a fee?
It's gonna be, we're not gonna pay delivery because Mario volunteered to pick them up, so that won't be an additional.
Got it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get an address.
I've,
Yeah.
Yeah, Wanda's also in, yeah.
It's like mysterious.
I know.
Actually, if you go to the Pembroke Pines City Center, I was there, they had an art festival. And they have a canal, and I looked, and there was.
There was?
The ring. So it looks nice. So,
Okay, moving on to old business C, lake awareness and how to protect our waterways.
okay, at the last meeting, I presented my,
I included
my
it.
meeting, I had a meeting with, Susana Alonso.
Yeah.
Justin,
Number 7.
yeah, and Omar, from Public Works. And basically what I did, and actually Jeremy asked me to update him on this, I already sent him the whole packet that I sent to Susanna. Is what we did is we had a meeting, and basically we picked, or I provided her with a list of several fertilizer ordinance linking Florida counties and municipalities. So there's a list. I think Lake County has a lot of lakes like us. The other ones, I think Osceola and Orange County, which is further north, they do have lakes. But Miami-Dade and Coral Gables and City of Miami, basically they have canals. So we would try to concentrate on municipalities that are similar to us and have, their ordinances. And basically, you can read through it, I want to read your. So what Omar told us is that some lakes are private and belong to HOA, so it's up to them to allow us to, or I think there's something that you can have the town come in and check the lake and so forth.
Didn't we
There's
do a
also-
test on those?
Huh?
Didn't we do a test on?
Well,
those recently?
actually, in my report here, the last lake inspection was done in May of 2018, and the report is dated 2019.
Yeah.
So the source is the website, and like I said, it needs to be an advocacy outreach effort for the residents. And inspection is gonna cost money. So one thing that Omar from Public Works told me is that some lakes, which is kind of strange, are owned by Miami Lakes and the county. So if we want that specific lake that's owned also by the county, request an inspection, the county can pay for it. The other ones, it has to come out of our own pocket. So that, we need to decide which ones, or find out which one are the ones that are, because of dual, ownership. And some of them have like easement and drainage. So they cannot verify, you know, again, in the other item that says, they don't know if people are, what kind of fertilizer that is being used. So that's something that. So you know, check. And then the recommendation was, the staff to review each submitted ordinance in depth and select the most applicable to Miami Lakes. And create an ordinance that's more stringent than the current one for the county. And make it simple and enforceable. So that's the goal, you know, so basically, if you have any questions, actually, I sent an email, to Susanna in planning. Because she took it on, what have they done, so they haven't responded. So Jeremy wants to know, you know, what's going on, so I copied him on it, like I told you before. And like I said, I'll follow up again, tomorrow, or the following week, to see what, you know, the planning department has. If they have read all the information I gave them, and there's a link to all the lakes and information, there's extensive data on it. So, but basically, this is what I was able to do that.
Question,
Yeah,
the lakes that are owned by the county, don't they get tested by the county?
that's a good question. We have to find out what they have done. I know there's that link. That you can tap into it, I think, it's a county. I think it's a county, and they tell you, you know, about the lakes, but I'm not sure, I'm not going to really take one, but.
And one more to Javier, you know that the HOAs that are on the, or those special taxes that are on lakes, or maybe Rudy can answer that, do they provide testing with, for them, or do you know?
So
Rudy?
the HOAs is just up to the HOAs when they want to test it. The ones that are special taxing district, I don't know.
I know, because they do a lot of maintenance on those lakes, right, Rudy?
Whether or not the HOA, whether or not the special taxing districts, whether they cover,
They do.
regular testing for
Yes, they do.
pesticides and stuff like that.
They do.
So we need to figure out the county ones paid by the county, but the ones that are privately owned by the residents, the testing's been done, maybe we could get reports from them.
I can get you like
It
half,
does,
I can get you like half, we test once a year or every 2 years, so entry every quarter.
Yeah, like I said, this is what I gather, and it's finding out which lakes have been tested and which don't, and which can be paid by the county. Because the reason they haven't done it, according to Omar from Public Works, is because they don't have the budget to do the testing. So some have been done already, and then we need to find out, you know, the status of on which lakes have been tested.
Yeah, what I think the first step is just really identifying all the lakes and then seeing who it belongs to. And for the county, look, if the county hasn't tested it, it's probably reaching out to Commissioner Garcia. You know, just find out from
Yeah,
him what
according-
his office
according
can help
to-
us with.
According to Jeremy, as long as the lake has access to a green area or a park, the town can have access to it, you know, just to test it or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's enclosed and there's no access from
Yeah.
outside, that's their choice.
Okay, then I would check that too, because I know with Lock Isle, there's a couple of pocket parks. So that give access to the lake even though it's enclosed. So probably checking out even
Yeah.
maybe an
so
indoor
basically,
nature based on
Jeremy
that.
says if that's a green space, yes, we do have not jurisdiction, I remember the word that we use, is because not.
Yeah, they just have access to it.
Yeah.
Would he be able to do that, do that assessment as to what lakes are whose, or is that something we need to see where we're?
But I cannot guarantee if he knows.
Or yeah, or have someone.
He knows.
Yeah.
We had a meeting, one time here with this lady that, there was, dead animals, ducks or whatever in her lake. And we put her in touch, she called our office, we put her in touch with actually Jeremy and Omar, and actually, Lorenzo Cobier was involved too, so the three of us. And then I think I never heard back from her, so I guess they cleaned it up or they did some kind of, cause I think her lake was closed.
Yeah.
Okay, let the record show that Rudy's here, so go ahead and read.
We're in 7,
Noted.
7C right now.
okay, so item 7D, green space in the northwest 87th Avenue.
Again, we're waiting for DOT. There's some kind of rumor they're gonna do a cul-de-sac there, some kind of thing there, so we're just waiting for information on that to continue.
I can't wait to see that.
So,
Traffic. I can't. Today was full.
It's every day over the bridge. I can't wait to see that.
all right, we're moving on to new business, 8A. NIC HOA meeting, Ms. Roldan.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. So tonight, we actually did have Ron McGill confirmed to come speak with residents, but,
Ron,
before,
Yeah,
what?
Awesome.
I was letting Felicia.
Can you
know-
hear me a little better? Wait, can you hear me better?
Yes. Better.
Okay, awesome. So we did have Ron McGill set to come tonight. But we obviously decided to move it because last meeting, since we didn't meet, we weren't able to vote on the budget. So I do have him pending. We sent over a few dates, so thank you, Isabella and Rudy, for helping me limit or figure out the dates that made sense for us, the committee and the town. I'm still waiting on a final date, but I was told that he should be one of the dates should work between January or February. So with that being said, I don't think I can vote tonight, but I would like us to vote on approving a budget so that once I get that final date, I can coordinate with the town on what we need to order, like food, beverage, etc., so that we can host this meeting at the start of the year. So does that sound right, Isabella, or did I misinterpret anything?
Nope, that sounds good.
Okay, awesome. So I think it would be enough with like 350, 300. I don't know how the rest of the committee feels, so please share your thoughts.
The chair, you remember that NIC's budget was cut significantly, so if you take a look at your budget report, you're at 750. That's your next,
That's the total.
that's the total for your fiscal year, so if you
So-
dedicate
Oh, it's not
300 to
750
this
for each?
event.
Yeah,
No, it's all-
that's 1050 for the whole, that's what we have.
So if you dedicate 300 to this event,
Oh.
that's gonna limit you what you can do.
7.5K
$750.
$750
$750.
for the year.
Wow.
That's our budget.
We complained that we have.
During budget season.
38.
They cut a lot of the committees,
cut a lot of
it-
committees.
pretty much all of them, so it's not just the party.
Just,
The military, yeah.
okay, sorry.
Well, in that
Through the
case,
chair. Through the chair. we-
fundraise?
Could we find a sponsor?
You can find a sponsor.
Yeah, it's fine.
More fundraising.
I think,
Okay.
we talked about maybe bringing a legal firm, right? And kind of mix it in for that same day.
Yes. And I do have a legal firm, actually. I didn't bring that up. But I do have a firm that they're focused on HOAs, COAs, condos. So they sent over a bunch of documents on like what they can talk about. So I did want to bring that up. Do we want to merge it into one, like have that session beforehand, maybe have like multiple different agencies table, and then have like Ron be the guest speaker?
Yeah, what firm is
I
it?
think we did that before, didn't we?
We didn't have other speakers or other guests.
We did have a law firm.
Yeah.
We did.
Which is the
Yeah.
law firm, Colin?
Let me get the right name for you. Yeah, you probably know them. So this is like their specialty area. It's DeBost, Godey. Hold on. It's in my Godey, DeBost, and Cross firm. And so they specialize in community association law.
They're not based down here, they're down in Kendall, right?
They're based in the Gables.
In the games.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm for it on that case. I would just ask him and say, hey, we got the approval. By any chance, will you be able to sponsor the event? And bring some
Okay.
refreshment. I think that would be great. And we could say, the HOA is sponsored by such and such.
Okay.
Give them we would give them a table or something and maybe
Yeah,
social media.
Of course.
We
Okay, so-
can put their logo on the
Yeah.
flyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we, you mentioned social media. Is that something we should vote on? Like, can we leverage the town's social media to promote?
Yeah, this event would be posted on our social media. We just need to know quite in advance, because I know we mentioned January, we're already late November. You know, the holidays, it's hard to advertise.
Yeah.
So when we have the date settled and all those details, we can put something together.
Okay, perfect.
And
So,
on the website and all
And
that.
what were the options, Helen?
Yeah.
The date?
I'm sorry?
date options?
what did you say?
The date options.
What were they?
Let me find the email that we sent them. No, there's like a follow-up today because I was hoping to have an answer by tonight's meeting. Okay, so we sent over January 21, January 28th, February 4th, and February 18. If need be, I can send a couple more dates, like if we want to go into
No, that
more.
should be fine. Actually, I got it. January 21st, 121, 128, 24, and 218.
Yes,
And two of those dates land on our NIC regular meetings.
correct. Yeah.
I vote either for the 28th or the 8th, because there's nothing around that in the holiday, you know, 18th, you're getting close to Valentine's, a couple of days, and then January 21st is right after the holidays, so.
I don't think Valentine's.
I mean,
they're
what days?
not, they're not going out of town to celebrate on
You never
Valentine's.
know.
Rudy doesn't celebrate.
No, but yeah.
I guarantee you that. I would love to hear. I mean, anyways, that's our NIC meeting. So it's our regular meeting anyways. I mean,
You got
On the
President's
18th.
Day on the 16th and Martin Luther King Day on the 19th.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Okay,
holiday,
so-
never mind.
Yeah,
You're not gonna have a good
they're not
time.
gonna have a good time yet. So the 28th is,
January
It's a Wednesday.
28th, it's
It's
a
a
Wednesday.
It's also
I think that's-
meeting.
No,
It's also meeting.
our meeting is the 21st of January. So we'll see. At the end of the day, we have to send them 4 days, right? So something that they can pick. Let's see where they come back, and then we'll take it from there.
And well, yeah, but give them like the days we'd like to focus on, which I think would probably be the 28th, and what was the other one we were looking at? The
Fourth.
4th.
Or- yeah, there's two or
Yeah, those are
three.
back-to-back weeks, so.
Yeah, I think these are better.
Tell them, hey, look, these are the 4 dates. We'd like to like focus on the 4th and the 28th if you're available for those, but if not, those other two.
Okay. And by 28, you mean January 28, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just one of the options, already.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
And then with regards to the law firm, I say we vote on the funds today.
We'll
So
find out how
we'll
much.
delay.
Well, how much are we gonna ask them for? 500?
I say 500.
Right, but I'm saying this for us, right? Because in the event they may turn around and say, listen, I can't do 500.
Then we still have the event covered.
Correct. I don't want it to
Yeah.
come back again to a meeting to then vote, because that's what happens last month, since we couldn't.
No.
So if we can use, we don't use it, then great.
I'll make a motion to approve $350 for the HOA event on whatever date they choose, January 28th, 21st, February 8th, or 4th.
And
I'll
I
second-
would
I'll second the
modify.
discussion.
I think
If in the event
that we
that
don't get a
we don't
sponsor.
get a sponsorship.
I second that motion.
Second for discussion. Do we need to have a sponsorship form like we did for the other event?
Since it would be one sponsor, we don't have to make a sponsorship package. No, it's whatever the check they do, and then we process it on our end. Yeah.
Well, because what I was going to also say, in the event that they're unable to financially commit,
Mhm.
you know, we could also talk around, maybe get like gift cards from, see if Publix will donate some gift cards, or some of the other bakeries or something like that. Some local places may be able to donate some things.
Vicky Baker, we could probably could.
Yeah.
Okay. Who has a contact with Vicky Bakery? Anyone in the committee?
I can get the contact, that's good.
Yeah.
We just need.
Okay.
Ronnie says he can, yeah, he'll just need the date.
Yeah.
And they can do
Okay.
like, they can do little boxes, that they often do. Or some
Awesome.
platters.
Okay. And yeah, I can ask Publix if need be.
And why is
Um,
that stuff on?
Yeah, like there's-
Awesome.
If you go ask them something, you have to go to corporate and.
Okay.
Okay. And
Sounds good.
Was there anything else, Helen?
No, I mean, I can't imagine, the firm like not being willing, but in case they aren't, I mean, if anyone has any other recommendations, like, I think they'll, like, I think they're good, but just in case, feel free to send over and I can coordinate.
In the event that they say no, if you could let Isabella know and she can share it with the rest of us, because I have one or two folks I could probably reach out to. That might be that could be interested. I haven't spoken to them obviously, but I could reach out
Okay.
to them.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
And are we gonna give them like a few minutes to speak, or is it just going to be a sponsorship with the table available if they want?
I mean, honestly, I think we should give them some time to speak. Like,
Right, a minimum 30 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, no, just wanted to double check.
Not 50 minutes in that topic.
You're not getting much.
You're not. Before the guy says, "Oh, question," that's it. The 50 minutes gonna be gone on that one question. Okay.
And do we have, just final question, for Isabella? Do we have a updated list of HOAs? I think you said that we did last we spoke about this.
I think I sent you all an HOA list earlier this year. I'm not mistaken. Let me double check with the staff member who knows about the HOAs, if he has a more updated list than the
And
one
we-
I sent you.
And we presume you guys are the ones that send these communications to the HOAs.
I'll tell you that.
I mean, as far as communications, we really just do our website and social media, our newsletters and things like that. Individually communicating with HOAs, there we go. We haven't really done before, so I mean, I can see if we can, but it might be the neighborhood improvement volunteering to do that. But I'll check on our department then. Well, I mean, I think there's like a list, but I don't know how up to date it is.
I know
Because I'm not
we did an
involved.
update, we did that update in almost
Yeah.
like 6-7 years.
And we never got it done, the complete.
No.
Yeah, not
Right,
completely.
so,
I think it was like maybe 15% that we got through.
Yeah.
And we saw.
The
what
numbers you
huge-
would call and then they
huge
were ready.
undertaking
they
it
were
was.
trying to-
The good thing is that most HOAs, there's at least some semblance of the same people. Because no one ever wants to do it.
All right. Was there anything else, Helen?
No, just, I guess time to vote.
Okay, well, thank you so much for getting this done with Ron. Great job. So now we're just hopefully to lock in those days.
We still have a motion on the table.
No, I know. Call for whatever.
I did
Uh,
the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You gotta say aye.
I said.
Well, I didn't hear you. You might have said hi. I just said- All right, the ayes have it. Yes? No? All right, moving on to the next item.
Anytime.
yeah, so as you know, council passed that no committee meetings can start later than 7:30. So since you all haven't met, there's not an official motion for your set meeting time. So if it's 7:30, I just need an official motion.
So no committee can meet earlier than 7:30.
Later.
Correct.
Later.
So that rule doesn't apply to things like special calls or something like that, but the regular committee meetings
Special
cannot
calls.
meet later. So,
Well, special color every meeting.
I vote to
So-
table this until next meeting.
I said.
It's a good one.
Good one.
I like how you think.
I tried.
Poor Isabella, she's like.
All right, so I'm
haven't met forever, so I just need a motion.
gonna motion and then we're gonna go into discussion and I'm not gonna go into, but motion that our meetings moving forward will be at 7:30 PM.
Second.
Second,
Discussion.
All right, it was second already by Estrada. We're going for discussion. Listen, I don't know where to start, and I'm not gonna make this a novela. Okay, but I will go on the record that the way that this was handled, I have no words to express, and I typically have a lot of words to express. Nobody reached out to me. Nobody reached out to this committee. Nobody showed up here and sat down and say, hey,
we have this that's coming up for the council to discuss. What do you guys think? Nobody did a survey of any other committees as far as my information goes. This was straight up. We're gonna do it because we're the council and we have that power, and your opinion does not matter. Bottom line. And correct me if I'm wrong, Isabella, but we're the only committee that meets at 8:30. Correct?
To my knowledge, yes.
Right. So on top of that, in my personal humble opinion, this committee was targeted. So furthermore, it would have merit somebody at a minimum to send a communication, to pass on a memo and say, hey guys, you know, this is going on because of this. What do you guys think? Because when they want us to vote for something, when they want us to review something, when they want our signature on a piece of paper, people start showing up here. They send communications. Where can we meet? How can we help? So for this, I'm speechless on how unprofessional this matter was discussed. So I thought, well, let me draft a communication, bring it to the committee, approve it, and send it to the council. But the most disappointing part as a volunteer, it's what is that going to do? Right? Is that going to get people upset? Now they're going to retaliate towards our committee? I mean, I'm speechless. I'm so disgusted, right, about the actions that were taken, how everything went about, that nobody cared. This whole thing that I hear, oh, we care about the committees, and yes, and let's empower them. It's all BS in my eyes. Based on facts. This is not based on opinion. This comment is actually based on the facts that took place and how we got to this meeting dates. I mean, I was not at the last one, but if I recall correctly, I was at the the committee chairs meeting. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything the one prior to that. But we're very fast to say, whoa, we want to hear the voice of the committees when we're updating rules. Let me go send it to them. We want to hear what you have to say. But this specific one, nobody had the audacity or the decency of saying, shoot, let's, even if it's just a show, right? Let me go knock on the door and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is our thought process behind, cutting. And we realized, because we asked, these are very smart individuals, at least in my opinion. So I'm sure they asked, what committee members are meeting after 7:30 p.m.? So I don't know what to say, guys. I'm disgusted. I really am. And the way that this went about. So if we do the letter, great. I'll draft it. I'll bring it back. What is it going to do? Right? After the fact, to let them know the improper process that they used or they held for this to happen. Again, I have no words. No words. So the floor is open to you.
Through the chair. Isabella, do we know why they decided this? Is it a monetary issue? We're paying over time and we just don't want people in the building after that time. We're spending too much. Is it something in that realm, or is just like?
I believe this specific motion was brought by the mayor. His reasoning, you can look back on the minutes and all of that. I think it had to do with staff being here at that hour and little elements like that. It was brought to the agenda. It went through the second reading, so it's been out there for a while. It wasn't like all in one and, you know, you didn't hear about it again. So it did happen earlier this year. I want to say it was in the late summer, early August, I believe was when I was emailing with you all. But if you do want to do a letter as a committee, if you feel like it was targeted in any way, I can always help bring that to the clerk's office and then it'll be distributed.
And my second question, when we do have meetings at 8:30, aren't they scheduled in the same process as followed with the other meetings? So we're not picking an extra day for,
Right.
right?
Right. All of the meetings are scheduled.
So the
on
only
one day.
difference would be that staff wouldn't be here after 8:30 is basically.
Well, I don't wanna reason for the mayor, right? And his reasoning, I'm sure, was part of that memo. I don't remember off the top of my head, so I encourage you all to look back on those minutes to see what the reasoning was. I just remember that was one of the elements of it, so. Yeah, I don't wanna speak on his behalf, but that's what I remember.
I mean, there is a council meeting every month. And there's staff there sometime until 12 o'clock at nighttime. So again,
Yeah.
right? Whatever you guys want to do, if you guys see Rudy, as a committee, we're united in this topic, okay? And go for it, drop the letter, and each of us will sign our name on that letter, not just yourself at the bottom, expressing to them that, yes, this was wrong. Because that will be honestly, with all the respect to everybody, that will be the only way to do it. And we said in this committee, and we as a committee has voted for that time because all of us either have families, we're driving from Florida, and we've agreed year after year that this was the right time for the committee to meet. So this is not even a chairperson thing, like, oh, let me just, so it has always been addressed that way. So, but unless, and I respect it, if you say, Rudy, look, whatever it is, what it is, I respect it. I'm not going to be upset at you. I'm just upset and again disgusted how all this went by. So this.
Yes, at the last quarterly meeting, one of the topics of discussion was not the issue at the time, but the issue of not being able to have quorum, that people, I mean, I know we're down to, when Mario was there, that we only have what 6 members, and this committee used to be a very active committee. And he said, bring it up I brought it up to my committee, but of course, we got rid of the people that never showed up. And is to reduce, I mean, it's up to us to reduce the number of members, like instead of having 2 per council member, to have 1. That was the only topic that related to committees attendance so far. So the way I see it, and I agree with you, we agreed to at the time, because I used to work in the Gables and now I'm closer. I mean, it doesn't affect me anymore, but I don't know who here, refers to at the same time or earlier. Whatever, is to make our everybody, because what was it, a few times we didn't have quorum.
Right.
So-
Okay, right. Could make it on
To
time.
make it on time.
I think we're beyond it. I'm sorry to cut you up, Felicia. I think we're beyond the part of the time, right? Is how this process went about. That's the most, again, disgusting part of it. It's not the time, right? Because at the end of the day, hey, so what is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to push committee members out? I mean, because I can, you can, well, but I don't know, Felicia. I don't know. At this point in time, I really cannot tell you.
We told them, actually, we get the report, because you weren't at the meeting, and I said, well, I'm a member of that committee.
Right.
And I'll
Alright,
update
told
you
me.
on that,
Yep.
and then Mario came in and he finished giving the report. So it was good that at least the 2 of us were there representing NIC.
Right.
So, like I said, I don't know what drove them to this decision.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You should-
If I may, Rudy, I mean, I agree with like the process not being the best, considering, we were the only committee that was affected by this. So, I mean, I'm in favor of a letter that's talking about the process. if it's 7:30 meeting, like, you know, if that's like the decision of the council, that's fine. 8:30 does work better for me. I think I'd be there if if it was at 8:30, but you know, we can adjust, I guess, accordingly. But I'm in favor of a letter.
Okay, thank you. Frank, I know you wanted.
I used to be a pretty decent Robert's Rules expert, and Helen knows. But it's been a minute since I've been in that, so I'm gonna pitch something that I think checks out. But I would suggest we have a assembly caucus general working period that calls us in at 7:30 with an official call to order starting at what would be a fair time, 8:30? We think?
Frank, maybe 10 years ago. Okay, I will tell you, hey, we're going for it. But at this point in time, do you really think that, and I'm personally as a chairperson, as a chair of this committee, to invest energy and time to really, start a bickering battle between our committee and their legal department? And I get you, trust me, like I said, if it would have been another 10 years ago, maybe I would say, let's do it. But at this point in time, just the way that all this went about, it's not even about the time. It's how it went. It wasn't transparent with this committee. It wasn't transparent with any committee.
Well, Isabella says it's been out there for a minute, so I don't know.
For the council.
But it
For the
didn't,
council.
it didn't come
Right,
to us at
okay,
any point.
Right. This affected the committees.
Such.
Right? When the rules were changed, and they're changed every so often, where do you think they come? They come to us.
But, yeah.
So they were not transparent with the committees, or at least with this committee. I don't know if anybody on the committee was aware that this was happening. Maybe they got memos that I don't know about.
I doubt it, because we're the only ones
Well,
that started.
But doesn't this affect now all the committees? Because you usually have a committee at this time and then we would come at 8:30. So basically one,
This pertains to all committees, yes, this standard. So this was all council agendas, everything's published on our website. The clerk's office, you can always request any memos or anything, public records request. So this is all published for full transparency. So it's been,
well, for full transparency of them following the process of council, but not full transparency with this committee, like they've done, and again, in my humble opinion, like they've done with everything that affects the committees.
right.
That was not full transparency. Nobody in this table knew of these changes. And as far as my information goes, unless you attend these council meetings, other committee members did not know because they were really not affected by it. So no, I don't agree that it was full transparency. They follow the law and they follow their lawful process in amending the time, but no, they were not full transparent.
So we also never got a formal notification.
Never.
That we needed to start at 7:30.
Well, after
They just
it
put
was
our meeting on.
approved, after it was approved, then yes, Isabella informed us that, hey, the council approved this, so, you can no longer meet past your starting time of 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, it was an agenda item for the council. Unfortunately.
Is that on the website?
Well, we weren't able to be there to talk to them personally at the council. So.
Okay, because we were not notified.
Well, they assumed that it's in the agenda. I mean, I came to the meeting last night. I wasn't intending to come. But then, I guess we have to check the agenda. They don't set the agenda.
It happened on July 15th. I just looked it up right now. It was the July 15th meeting that they brought it up, and I'm just reading the minutes real quick. I'm not, obviously, they
Right.
didn't capture word for word what they discussed. But it doesn't seem they have they don't discuss a rationale as to why. They just say that they initially proposed it for 7, and then it was amended to be for 7:30. So, I want to take a look at the video and just see if there was more discussion.
After that rules,
After
general call.
the rules were updated.
Because this happened in January.
again, I
Or
go
7
back,
July,
and
sorry.
there's a committee that doesn't meet today.
Sorry?
There was a committee that didn't.
Yeah,
meet
we
today.
had the ad hoc committee today for the anniversary, but that's a temporary committee. So that's not gonna.
But they usually set up all the committees in one day. back to back to back to back. So the liaisons are usually here twice a week, right, with the committees.
No, they don't meet like 2 days a week. This one meets the third Wednesday of every month, special needs is the first Wednesday,
We
veterans is the
usually had
first.
what meetings scheduled
Thursday.
before us.
There was before us, it was the youth
Yeah.
test.
Maybe there
youth
was one,
test.
I think they might have moved it to Thursday, I'm not sure, that's not my.
It was a
committee, but-
youth test.
Right,
to youth
so
test.
committees, it doesn't have to be all on Wednesdays or Tuesdays, yeah, it depends on the committee. I'm gonna try to find this.
So again, at the end of the day, right, it's government. We're the volunteers, but we're the ones that now have to follow on these rules that they've I guess just enforced on us. And look, it is what it is. Like I said, I have no problem in writing the letter with regards to the process, right?
Focus on this process, 'cause I don't want our committee to be, and I know you're very passionate about all these things, and I like you for sure. And I mean, we work hard, I mean, they were very happy with all these projects that we're doing, so.
Right.
I don't think they want to eliminate our committee or anything like that. It's just that, it is the process and we need to be diplomatic about it, it is, we don't want to be confrontational. That's what I'd say.
Okay, I believe I found the agenda, the memo from the mayor. So the recommendation was I move to amend the committee rules so that no meeting shall commence later than 7 PM. It has come to my attention that at least one committee has been starting meetings at 8:30 PM. I believe that such late meetings discourage volunteer participation and is also an improper way of treating town staff who are responsible to act as committee liaisons. Additionally, I also move to amend the committee rules so that committees that have not met in at least 2 months must meet on the third month if at least the vice chair of the committee is available to chair the meeting. So that was what the memo was originally, and that was amended later on.
Definitely.
So it sounds like you were targeted,
Definitely.
at least.
Because, I mean, how many meetings have we had? How
We
many meetings have
didn't meet,
supposed to have
we
in-
haven't met since August. If anything, that was.
But this was July?
This was July.
This was the last couple of days, yeah.
In the rules, it says how many meetings do we have to have? What, or minimum?
What do you mean, like once a month?
Meetings, they-
Once a month,
Yes.
you gotta be once a month.
Yes,
Yeah, but
But you can
Felicia.
put, say, one,
Felicia, if with all
no,
due respect,
I-
if that was the case,
No,
then
I-
at a minimum, somebody would have picked up the phone. Okay? And made a phone call. That didn't happen.
Or even show up to our meeting and talk to us.
Or show up to a meetings and say, hey, guys,
This is an issue.
what's going on here?
But that was in July. So that was happening from before the July.
Right? So Helen had to step out. She had to log out. She was actually doing something and then it was gracious enough to join our 7:30 meeting. Okay. So let me know, please, because I don't want to honestly, I don't want to waste my time. Okay. And if you guys feel like, hey, this was just, it was done incorrectly, it was not done right. Then yes, I'll put the letter together and we'll circulate it here at this meeting. I'm not gonna send it to anybody. We'll go through the process of giving it to the right person and we'll review it and we'll approve it and you'll put your name and signature on it. It's the only way, because other than that, then it's gonna seem like, oh, it's the chair. Right? And again, if you guys don't feel that way, I'm okay with that. It is what it is. The day that I can no longer make it to these meetings effectively, then I will make a decision. So,
Do we need to make a motion or?
no, I mean, just, you tell me.
I'm,
Because we'll make a motion once we get the
yeah,
letter.
I do agree with you that the way the process was done, to us, was.
Just slap in the
Yeah.
face. Right?
We obviously, we were the only meeting that meets at 8:30, so I do believe that the letter has merit. As far as us meeting at 7:30, I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter, but I know that some of us can't make it at that time. So again, to me,
Oh, we're
what's
just-
more important is for the whole committee to meet,
Right.
not just one person.
Right. Well, listen,
And I haven't seen, I don't know, we haven't gotten much more interest in new members.
And we did bring up that at the chairs meeting, that to try to appoint some more people to our
No, no, I
committee.
understand that, but if
Right.
you read, based on what she read from the memo.
Yeah.
Saying that people weren't participating
Right.
because of the time.
I'm gonna email you all the second one that was from August, the second reading, which was approved then in September.
Okay.
Which has the background, the recommendation, all that language. I'm not gonna read it out loud for time reasons, but I'll email that to you all, so you have.
Thank you.
They claim to prove a negative in that memo by saying that late start times discourages participation. Basically that because we're not seeing people going. all that.
well, where's, wait. Where are those facts?
That's what I'm saying, that you can't prove a negative.
No, of course not. Not in 100. I'll challenge him and I'll challenge anybody.
Yeah.
Where's the study done?
Right.
Right? Where does it say that, oh, here's an email. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't participate in this email
Right.
because it meet at 8:30. I would love to see where's that information. Probably not.
Because it can't exist.
Probably not.
Unless someone is actively emailing.
So I'm gonna call you out. Felicia, are you okay in the letter and you writing your name and signing the letter?
Have to read the content.
No, I get that part, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about if the letter, you approve it, you write your name and sign off on it, not just a signature on the bottom of the letter that says, Rudy Oredo on behalf of the Neighborhood Improvement Committee. Because again, if I don't have your vote, okay, to put your name on that letter, then I'm not wasting my time. And I'm speaking very candidly. Because at the end of the day, I'm one person here. Felicia, let's not forget that, right? We all have a part in this committee. Okay, so
I mean. Me, when I commit, I commit. And
no,
I
we're,
always tell everybody, the first part of committee is committee. If you cannot commit, don't join a committee.
Right.
And I've been working on, I'm exhausted. I'm working on a bunch of projects for the town. And, I'm just a volunteer. It's a full-time job.
oh, we all are. We all are. We are volunteers.
I know that way, I agree with you that they should have, communicated to us, properly. Whether you're the chair and you're supposed to be the person contacting them.
Now, whoever, they could have called me, right? They could have called me, they could have sent a memo.
They're all the members,
Right.
you're the person that represents
Right.
us. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't want any confrontation with,
Well, let me ask you a question, Felicia. Confrontation in which way? What are we scared of?
it's just, you know me, I'm.
Well, this is not about problems. So you're saying right now that there was an incorrect process, and in what, in your opinion, you feel like, oh, it is what it is. Let's just turn our face and move on. Right. So that's what I'm saying. But what are you saying? Because I want to know. Because if not, I'm speaking we've known each other for over 10 years. If not, I'm not going to waste. And hold on. And by the way, I'm not trying to in any shape, way, or form bully anybody at all. But understand what this council did. Because it was voted, it wasn't one person. And it's either we're united, and each of us name is on that letter with a signature, or the truth is, I'm not going to waste my time. And if I can make it at 7:30, great. If I can't, then I'll know what to do.
I agree that the process was done properly.
And that's what I'm discussing here.
Like.
So I think Rudy's question is, I
Remember,
think,
we work for the council. They can make or break our committee whichever way they want, and this is the rules.
Felicia, I know that. I don't
but
think
I think what Rudy's asking at this point is I think he wants to poll the entire, our members and find out whether or not, if he were to write up a letter that is general in this, just would we be interested? Obviously, subject to final approval, would we be willing to? That's what his question was.
As the newest member here, I would not want something like this to happen again. So even if this letter serves the purpose of showing, hey, we're we're here,
Right.
please let us, at least give us a courtesy heads up. Not saying that we're gonna sway a vote, but I, again, as the newbie, wouldn't want something like this to happen again in the future. It could be anything. So that's why I agree pending the content of the letter. I would be in support of it.
Rudy, let's be honest, there's certain issues they bring to us and then they decide to take it away from us when they want to. The wraps on the traffic lights, things like that, even when we had to pick the drawings, they already picked it for us. So again, I feel that you should write the letter, yes, because the process that they did. But we need to make a point of, hey, as much as we're a committee, we work for you, you need to let us know, what's going on too. I mean, I get it was passed through the council, but the proper way, like before, whenever they want to bring something to
Right,
us,
right.
They
That's
said
my
so.
point. My
Send a
point
memo,
is,
they send someone, even if it just affects, sometimes it doesn't even affect us and they still bring it,
right,
So I do believe that could have handled a lot better. They could have informed us. It got done how it got done, got first reading, second reading, the council, but you're right. Not all of us go to the council meeting, not all of us. In the past, things have gone to the council and it comes to the committees beforehand, even for discussion, even a memo, hey, we're letting you know this. So I do agree with you that part.
well, like what Frank says, especially that it affects us directly. What message are we sending, right? We're the volunteers, we're the one putting in our time, but then you can come in and make such decisions.
Why let us vote on the time and they just snatch it away from us? So I agree. So I think you should draw a letter. I think if from a raise of hands, everybody's fine, he draws a letter back to revision, and then if it's fine, we sign it.
Yeah, no,
Felicia?
it's just to agree to sign the letter, I wanna see the content.
No,
I was gonna say this.
No, I haven't.
We're not telling-
Felix, I'm not telling you that.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that if you don't give me your word, that if
I
you
know.
approve, that if you approve the content, that your signature, right? It's depending on that content, that I'm not going to waste my time. If we don't have 100% of this committee members, I'm not.
What
I'm not.
he's saying is like, if you're saying that, it doesn't matter what the letter says, if
Right.
you're not gonna sign it, no.
That's fine. If you have to see the content, if you agree with the content,
All
we
he just
sign.
wants to know is whether or not,
We're agreeing with the concept.
we don't have everybody.
So I think
Right.
That's all it is.
drop the letter, bring it to us for next meeting, and
Yeah.
then we'll go from
Okay.
there. Moving on.
We added 8C, by the way.
Great.
I don't know if you've heard of the culinary bike ride.
Okay, bye. Again, I was, notified by staff that they said they had no budget for this event, they were asking me for it. Now we have a budget, because it's in the new fiscal year, so they decided to have the culinary bike on February 28th, 2026. And they want the NIC, which is, we were the ones who originated this. NIC, Cultural Affairs and Economic Development to start, working on this. One thing that I requested from staff is, because in the memo, I don't know if you guys received it. I can forward you that, at least I received it. Start contacting restaurants which are within the right, they already have the map ready. We haven't even, looked at it, as a committee, which is our committee. To start, contacting people, and I said, but, we're not supposed to wear our shirts if it's not for an event or a meeting. And I don't have business cards, so how do I approach, I need some restaurant people, but if I show up to a place, I say, I'm from this committee, if you wanna participate in this.
If I may, Felicia,
Yes.
I did contact Claricel and Io about this because I've also been trying to work on it. This was on the 17th. Hope all is good. Thank you for taking initiative and being work on the culinary bike tour. I truly appreciate the time you put into it. Please excuse our delay in response. Our department has been fully dedicated to the major upcoming events, including the Mayor's Gala, the town's 25th anniversary celebration, and the reindeer run that requires our complete attention. Please allow us a couple of days as we close the Mayor's Gala and work on the finishing touches of the town's 25th anniversary. So I asked them for the same thing. We have people that are interested. What's the next process? So they're busy with the other events, and that's the last response we got from them.
So And February 28th is a set date, as our date.
Yes, it's a set date for the February 28th.
I can't do this tonight. We have our major gala, so. Our
That's the thing, we have.
Kava gala is that we, so
So
there's gonna be a lot of.
we have to, again, they said it and I said,
No,
well, we can discuss it. I said, look, you picked it. Why did they pick that date? I mean, we should have been the ones picking the date.
No, but you know what? But
That
now
was
it's
taken from this
I don't know,
commission.
Felicia, I don't know what to tell you, you know, it's. now
Last
we
year,
can
last
meet-
year we didn't
It's
even
meeting at
do
7:30, but now they want us
We
to,
didn't.
wait, they picked a date for us, but then. You know, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Felicia, I'm busy that day, weekend too, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it.
Oh, look, I can tell you this.
Yeah, maybe they can get people to show up at
1,400 people
7:30,
attend the-
that they can help them in knocking on the doors of the restaurants and getting, you know, people to participate. Since they're
Where's the gala?
so involved in changing things.
No, the
The
mayor's.
gala's
just
already,
passed.
the mayor's
It's passed.
So we have up the,
No.
no, they still have the reindeer and the 25th.
Yeah, because there's
Till the 26th.
observation that I've noticed that, and that's the reason I guess having a quarterly
They have the
committee
reindeer in
and
December.
knowing what committee is doing what, because that's another thing. One of the comments at the quarterly, meeting was that the events are not being promoted. And, you know, I'm doing it on my own. and-
The events are not being promoted.
Whose event is this? The.
Any event,
the-
generally.
Oh, but whose event is the culinary background?
We started with Plan and C, and then we joined the colony.
Then they took it away from us because
So it's
lack
not.
of participation, it's not.
I thought it was some other people doing more.
No, yeah, that had nothing to do with
It
it.
wasn't lack of participation. I
At all.
down. That was, they pulled in some other group that wanted to have it under. Yeah, what it was.
Right,
That town started doing it.
Yeah, because that was when we were strong with the.
Right, right.
Like every bike ride every month.
So what's the request here?
I don't know, what is the request?
Request for.
I think it's for us to go knocking on restaurants.
Start, that's it, but I need something in writing.
We can't start because we don't have any packages, we don't have any wait for them
Right.
to
Right.
confirm.
No business cards to give the people, we can't wear the shirts at NIC
But it's
unless
not-
we're at a
it's not an event.
meeting.
It's not our event.
It is. The NIC now is back to us.
Oh, it's now it's back.
Yeah, now they give it back to us.
We have $750. a year.
What is that?
Yeah, but we get.
Yeah, no. For that one, I don't think they're gonna tap into our budget.
The way we do the bike tour, the restaurants,
area,
the bike,
Yeah.
and that's the way they.
They're
don't
they're
spend
literally,
anything.
literally tiny bites.
Yeah.
Which,
This is only for the beautification contest. Have no more backgrounds.
I was about to say, if we don't have any more,
Well,
I get.
can we utilize social media to put out? Now, maybe every other week that there won't be any more, you know, I hate the bike rides, I'm sorry again. It's a hot take. I know y'all love the bike rides, I'm good, I'm the sharpest. I'm not the brightest knife in the tree, I don't know if I can figure out better things to do with the money, I don't like the bike rides, but even being
But
that
we
as
don't
it
have
may.
money for the bike.
Well, we don't
We
ride.
don't have much of the bike rides.
A bike ride police officer cost us.
Correct.
$1,200.
So we should be letting the town know in advance this year that there's not going to be any because our
Oh,
budget,
they know that.
our budget is set.
Oh, they know that.
They do?
Of course they do.
Put it.
Oh, the time.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Right to the message.
This is ridiculous.
no, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna send a communication saying, hey, by the way, we're cutting budgets and.
We're on Facebook, baby.
I heard about the bike ride just like you did. I didn't know anything about it either, so. I didn't know we have a date yet. Didn't know that, so I can get you more information.
Yeah, because
We,
I know.
there's people that are interested, I just don't know how to.
Right.
When I emailed,
So far we have a date.
when I emailed, because.
I gotta think
yeah,
everybody
I
what-
said, "When is the next bike ride?" I said, I have no idea. Let me reach staff and the staff said, no, we have no money.
So they scratched our December bike, right?
Yes.
They scratched all of our.
There's no bike ride.
We have $750 and 300.
We can pay for a police officer to follow us around. For like an hour.
No.
No.
You need one in the front, one in the back, and one in the middle.
No, just us.
No, we just call 305 police and I'm on the phone, all right?
There's a kid on the bike that stole something.
You know, it's funny, quick question, I know that we have until 10 PM, right? Housekeeping, that was the time that was given to us. 10 PM, we needed to be out of here by no later than 10 PM.
You went at 8:30,
Right,
right? An hour and a half is usually allocated.
right, but there's nothing on the rules that says how long we gotta be here.
That's what I was saying with my motion.
I mean, I have an hour.
What is that
for
called,
the
filibuster?
No, but I'm just saying, was that anything in the rules? Right, right, but what I'm saying is, was there something in the rule that you guys, I'm sorry, just thinking, was there anything in the rules? We'll review that information to see if there's anything that caps it off, that says the
We can
meetings
only
have
do
to
for an
be,
hour?
right, the meetings have to be only for an hour. I would love to see that rule. Yeah, maybe they can change that and make meetings only now an hour. I would love to see how other meetings are gonna.
But don't tell them.
Well,
But don't tell us.
Started at 8, 7:30.
Right, we can take breaks.
Started at 8.
That's right, we can take breaks. By the way, Isabella,
Yeah.
I think I don't have to say this, but you do understand it's nothing personal against you.
I
She's
do.
great, she's great.
Okay.
I understand.
I just want to make sure we get that out there, we clear
I.
the airways. That has nothing to do with.
Nothing to do with it.
So-
Everything I said was personal.
As the liaison, I'm used to getting the brunt from the committee and then.
Right.
I'm used to it, don't worry.
No,
No
no,
hard feelings.
no, trust me, I know the role. I do it every day.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool, I'm sorry, guys. So back to the corner back. All right, so
So we don't have
Alicia,
any more info.
we don't have any information. I think it's very important though, that something, when is that email, Mary? When was that email?
17th?
Of, with this month? Okay, so that's great. That's recent information.
Correct.
Because what I don't want to happen, is you ready? Is we're not gonna provide any information because we don't know, and then they're gonna come back and say, well, we sent it out to the NIC, but we never heard anything back. So we took it away from that.
I presented this to the cultural affairs, and I asked the staff to, no, we don't have any information yet.
But
Give
what,
us the date, that's
well,
it.
right,
Give
but-
us the date.
But the thing is, my bigger question is, okay, they set a date, but who's going to fund police for it?
Well,
Not
they.
We don't have the money. for it.
That's
the-
not us.
the question-
no, the fee.
Now the
fee
fee.
of- yeah,
The
it is.
town has.
The gas fee, I guess, when they pay for it.
For the bike ride. So that.
For the culinary.
Yeah, for the holiday. No, our bikers are done. Que se
No, I know that, but they're giving this.
No, the
How are we
culinary
gonna
is
do it?
different.
Because this raises money.
Is different. Yes, the culinary is different.
They charge,
That's a
I
different.
don't know how much they're gonna charge us, that's another thing, we don't
We
know.
don't know the price either.
We don't know.
And how many committees are involved? 3?
NIC, which I think was the original.
Which we
Started it, NIC, Cultural Affairs, CAC, and the Economic Development,
So there's 4 committees.
no, 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
NIC, economic, and culture.
And culture, got it. Yeah, okay.
So
Awesome.
in the 3 of us, we need to go.
So whenever we have information that we can,
We just need information, what.
see ourselves,
people that
what
wanna
do we need to
participate,
do?
Yeah.
How do we confirm that they're gonna participate?
Well, how can, we?
Well,
It's how can we support?
You know,
Right.
because
Right,
once you
you
go
have to
around,
ask them how you want it.
they gotta lock it in. and
we
say,
have to back up for a second though. We have 3 different committees that are working on this. We need to know who's gonna be doing what, because you don't want
well,
3 of us getting up the same exact right and be like, hey, how disorganized are you guys?
We started.
Yeah, subcommittee.
Years ago, and
Yes.
we were all the people there, we were the committees, and then we had Mario, I remember we had the chair of that committee,
A subcommittee.
the subcommittee, it was like a subcommittee.
Right.
Every committee, that was participating, we met, we decided, bring us a list. And, who are you gonna reach out to and get organized? It's
No, I completely understand that, but I'm saying is that level of organization isn't even there before we can even get letters to be able to go out to people.
Well,
Is there any way that we can form?
was is to have the 3 committee representatives there.
He didn't have any information.
I'm gonna get you what I can, but if it's done in the past, it can be done again.
So let's see if we can get it, for next month or subcommittee. It's already December. We have 2 months to do this.
Start time at 8:30. It's subcommittee, it's not a committee, which.
No comment on my end of that.
Special call. But yeah, that would lock us in to get everybody on the same page.
Right, okay, 3 committees together. Okay, let's see if we can work something out.
All right. Is,
Get more information, Mario and I will get more information on it.
Once that happens, I'll share it with you guys.
Share it with you.
Or share it with me so that I can
Share
share
it.
it, right?
With poor Isabella, she's out there in left field, she doesn't even know either. So anyways, Okay.
She's there to catch all 5 balls.
Well,
So-
no, what I meant by that was that it has to go through me to everyone else.
Yeah.
Don't be, yeah, okay, we got it.
All right, any announcements?
Yes, Goldman is in the second round of the playoffs for the first time in 21 years.
Nice.
So, football, we'll be playing, Spanish, Lake in Boca. So 7 o'clock on Friday. Do you guys want to come and see some football? Other than that,
What park?
it's in Boca. It's the high school called Spanish.
What park?
It's in Boca.
That part.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
50 minutes away if you want to make a weekend out of it.
All right, awesome. Any other announcements?
Yes.
Yes, Felicia.
Oh, sorry, one more. And
Oh, great.
don't forget the,
The what? The meeting at
Festival
7:30?
lights.
Yes, yes.
Festival lights on Saturdays.
Got it.
And
Does
bring a toy for.
does it start at 7:30?
I think that.
No, it's from 3:30 to 7 something.
Oh, okay, so they're gonna stop it at 7, so because they want to make sure, you know, got it. People are late, right, or they wanna make sure people go home.
Okay, so there is
I'm gonna join.
There is room.
Wait, when?
Saturday, for what? The-
22nd?
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Festival
Festival
lights.
Take down
This
the-
weekend.
This was not.
They always do it, I think, the weekend before Thanksgiving, right? All right, anything else, Felicia? Well, Felicia, they're gonna cut us off and now they're gonna give us a fine. Now they're gonna tell us that we can't bring people here because we're gonna be too long.
3:30, so I'll forward you the flyer.
Great.
And the last, but not least is, I don't know when our next meeting is gonna be, but we're having.
I'll tell you when the next meeting's gonna be.
Anniversary, our anniversary, celebration is on December 6th at 4 o'clock, from 4 to 8 at the Veterans Park. Please come,
To 8 o'clock, Rudy.
4 to 8.
Oh, wait, where? At 8 o'clock?
We're gonna,
No.
in a meeting.
Well, I'm like, they changed that rule, that event. I am being serious. It's about.
Anniversary celebration is gonna be Saturday, December 6th, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And try to be there a little bit before 4, because we're gonna have a nice intro with the Scotty.
Staff going to be there?
Hope so.
And they're gonna keep staff till 8 o'clock at night on Saturday? Wow. Wow, that's very disappointing. That they're gonna keep staff here on a Saturday until 8 o'clock at night when they should be with their families. Wow. Yep, not good. On a weekend. Wow. Okay.
Well, because the official date is December 5th, but it's a Friday night. Nobody's gonna go to that event on a Friday night.
Because it has to start after 7:30.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Anything else, Felicia? Thank you. We
No,
appreciate it.
like I said.
And by the way, our next meeting is December 17th.
So it's back-
That's if we have a quorum. Yep. Because it's a holiday, Christmas.
What is it that, what's the?
At
Sunday?
7:30. December 17th.
That's a Saturday. That's.
Speaking of which-
December
No, no.
17th is a-
December 17th is Wednesday.
I know dates.
December 17th. That's somebody's birthday.
Oh, look at that.
Not my birthday, but somebody.
No. All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. If there's no other announcement, I will motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:54.
I'll second.
8:54 PM for the record. We left out of here before 9 PM. Who seconded that?
I second.
Mario seconded that?
You guys want to discuss it or no?
No,
Sure.
Yeah.